Ever wondered why she might regret leaving you? Discover the power of the Stoic mindset and how it can transform your perspective and relationships. Hey there, welcome to this exciting journey where we dive into the ancient yet surprisingly relevant world of Stoicism. Now you might be thinking, what does a philosophy from thousands of years ago have to do with my life right now? Well, buckle up, because Stoicism is like that secret sauce that can totally change the way you handle relationships, especially when things go south. It's all about developing a mindset that helps you stay calm, cool, and collected no matter what life throws your way. So, imagine you're in a bustling place like New York City, where life moves at a million miles an hour. You're dealing with school, friendships, maybe even a part-time job, and on top of that, your heart just got broken. Yeah, it's a lot. But this is where Stoic wisdom comes in, offering timeless guidance that can help you see the light at the end of the tunnel. So, stick around as we unravel the secrets of Stoicism and how it can transform not just your relationships, but your whole perspective on life. Hey there! So let's dive into a scenario that might sound all too familiar. Imagine you're in the heart of New York City, where the city never sleeps, and our main character, Alex, is right in the thick of it. Picture Alex, a vibrant young person who's just gone through a breakup. You know how it goes. One moment you're sharing memes and hanging out at your favorite pizza spot, and the next, it feels like your whole world has been flipped upside down. Breakups are tough, and sometimes, one person might start to wonder if they've made a big mistake. In this case, it's Alex's ex who might just be feeling those pangs of regret. Why, you ask? Well, the reasons can be as varied as the pizza toppings at that corner shop in Brooklyn. Maybe they missed the late-night chats, the inside jokes, or even just the way Alex made them feel. But here's the kicker. Alex is about to embark on a journey of self-discovery and resilience that could change everything. Stick around as we explore how Alex navigates through the emotional roller coaster post-breakup, and why this might just make his ex rethink their decision. Alright, so imagine Alex. He's just gone through a breakup, and he's living in the vibrant, yet overwhelming world of New York City. Now, breakups are tough, right? They can feel like your whole world just turned upside down. For Alex, it's exactly that. One day, he's hanging out at Central Park, feeling on top of the world, and the next, he's riding the subway, completely lost in his thoughts, wondering what went wrong. His phone, once buzzing with messages, now sits silent. He's scrolling through Instagram, seeing posts of his ex having fun, and it hits him like a wave of confusion and doubt. You know that feeling when your stomach feels heavy and everything seems a bit blurry? That's Alex right now. He's replaying conversations in his head, thinking about things he could have said or done differently. It's like being stuck in a loop of what-ifs. But here's the kicker. Alex isn't just dealing with the sadness of a breakup. There's this mix of emotions, anger, frustration, and even a little bit of relief, all swirling around. It's like trying to untangle a pair of earbuds that have been in your pocket for way too long. And while his friends are telling him to just move on, it's not that simple. Sound familiar? Alex is finding it hard to focus on school or work, and even the things he used to enjoy, like gaming or playing basketball with friends, don't feel the same. He's stuck in this emotional fog, searching for clarity and trying to figure out how to move forward. It's a tough place to be, and maybe you've been there too. But hang tight, because this is where Stoicism might come in to help Alex find his way. Alright, so let's talk about how Alex can find his way out of this emotional maze. Picture this. Alex is feeling like he's stuck in the middle of a never-ending drama series, and he just wants to skip to the part where everything gets better. That's where Stoicism comes in, like a wise mentor from an epic movie. It's this ancient philosophy that's all about staying cool and collected, no matter what life throws at you. Imagine having a superpower that helps you focus on what truly matters, and lets you wave goodbye to all that unnecessary stress. It's kind of like having your own personal life coach whispering in your ear, reminding you to keep your head up and your heart strong. So, how does Alex get started on this Stoic journey? It begins with realizing that while he can't control every twist and turn in his life, he can control how he reacts to them. It's like playing a video game where you can't change the level, but you can definitely change your strategy. And trust me, once you start looking at things this way, it's like leveling up in real life. So what do you say? Ready to see how Alex uses Stoicism to turn things around? Let's dive in. Alright, let's dive into the basics of Stoicism. Imagine this. Way back in ancient times, there were these super smart dudes like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, who were basically the OG life coaches. They were all about this philosophy called Stoicism, which might sound like something out of a dusty old book, but trust me, it's totally relevant today. So what's Stoicism all about? Well, it's like having a superpower for your brain. Marcus Aurelius, who was a Roman emperor, pretty cool, right? Wrote a bunch of thoughts in his journal that became a guidebook for staying strong and chill, no matter what life throws your way. And Seneca, a famous philosopher, penned down some epic advice on handling emotions. They taught that emotional resilience is key. Think of it like building mental armor. Stoicism is all about understanding that while you can't control everything that happens to you, you can control how you react to it. It's like when you're playing a video game, and you can't control the obstacles, but you can totally control how you navigate them. This mindset helps you stay grounded, even when your heart feels like it's in a spin cycle. So why does this matter for someone like Alex, who's dealing with a breakup? Because these Stoic teachings are like a blueprint for handling emotional chaos with grace and wisdom. Stay tuned to see how Alex starts channeling his inner Marcus Aurelius to tackle his post-breakup blues. Alright, so let's get into the meat of Stoicism, and why it's basically the secret sauce for keeping your cool in tough times. Imagine you've got this invisible remote control, but instead of changing TV channels, it helps you control your reactions to life's ups and downs. That's what Stoicism is all about. One of the main ideas here is focusing on what you can control. Picture you're in a game, say Fortnite or Minecraft. You can't control what your opponents do, but you can control your strategy, how you react, and how you level up your skills. In life, it's kind of the same deal. You can't control if someone breaks up with you, but you can control how you respond and what you learn from it. Next, let's talk about letting go of external validations. It's like when you're scrolling through Instagram, and you see those likes and comments. Stoicism teaches that these external things shouldn't define your happiness or self-worth. It's more about what you think of yourself and the effort you put into things that really matter. And then there's gratitude. You know how in some games you collect coins or stars? Well, in life, those are like moments of gratitude. Even when things aren't going your way, finding little things to be thankful for can totally shift your mindset. Maybe it's the fact that you've got an awesome friend who listens, or maybe it's just that the pizza delivery was on time. It's these little wins that help build a positive attitude. So when Alex starts to get the hang of these Stoic principles, he realizes he's not just surviving this breakup, he's actually thriving. He begins to see that he's more than just his relationship status, and he starts to focus on becoming a better version of himself. This shift in thinking is what makes Stoicism such a game changer, especially when life throws curveballs your way. Alright, let's dive into how our friend Alex starts to apply the principles of Stoicism to his life. Picture this. Alex is sitting in his favorite coffee shop, right in the heart of New York City. It's busy, it's loud, and it's the perfect place to people watch and reflect. He's got his journal open, and he's jotting down thoughts about his breakup. At first, it's all about the whys and what-ifs, but slowly he starts to shift his focus. Inspired by the teachings of Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, Alex begins to concentrate on what he can control: his thoughts, his reactions, and his attitude. He starts practicing gratitude, listing things he's thankful for every day. It's not easy at first, especially with the constant reminders of his ex around him. But Alex is determined. He stops seeking validation from external sources. Instead of checking his phone every 5 minutes for a text that never comes, he channels his energy into things he enjoys: playing basketball with friends, diving into a new book, or even picking up a new hobby like photography. Each day, he feels a little lighter, a little more in control. The chaos around him no longer dictates his mood, and slowly, he feels a sense of peace settling in. Alex's journey is a testament to the power of focusing on what truly matters, our own inner world. By letting go of what he can't control, he finds strength and clarity, transforming his perspective one day at a time. Alright, so let's talk about how Alex, our friend from New York, starts to implement these Stoic principles in his life after the breakup. Imagine Alex, initially feeling like he's stuck in a never-ending teen drama. But then, he stumbles upon Stoicism and decides to give it a shot. One of the first things he learns is to focus on what he can control and let go of what he can't. Think of it like this. Ever played a video game where the only thing you can control is your character? That's what Alex starts doing with his life. He stops worrying about what his ex is doing and starts focusing on his own actions and reactions. He also starts practicing gratitude. Instead of fixating on what he lost, Alex begins to appreciate what he still has. He writes down 3 things he's grateful for every day, like his supportive friends, his favorite playlist, or even just a nice sunny day in Central Park. This small habit slowly shifts his mindset from one of scarcity to abundance. And here's a cool example. Alex reads about a modern-day Stoic, maybe someone like Ryan Holiday, who talks about how embracing Stoicism helped him deal with criticism and failure. Ryan's story inspires Alex. He realizes that if others can use these ideas to bounce back from tough situations, he can too. This transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's like training for a marathon, where every little step counts. Alex's friends start noticing the change. He's calmer, more collected, and even seems happier. It's not about pretending everything's perfect, but about finding peace amidst the chaos. So, what can you take away from Alex's journey? Even in the middle of a breakup or any tough situation, you can turn it into an opportunity to grow stronger and more resilient by applying some Stoic principles. Pretty inspiring, right? Alright, so let's dive into the psychological benefits of adopting a Stoic mindset, especially when dealing with tough situations like breakups. You might be thinking, how can ancient philosophy possibly help me with my modern-day problems? Well, let's break it down. Imagine you're playing a video game, and you're stuck on a challenging level. Instead of getting frustrated, you focus on mastering the skills you can control, like timing your jumps or strategizing your next move. That's exactly what Stoicism teaches us. When you adopt a Stoic mindset, you're essentially training your brain to focus on what you can control and let go of the rest. This shift in perspective can seriously boost your emotional resilience. Studies have shown that people who practice Stoic principles tend to have lower levels of stress and anxiety. Why? Because they're not sweating the small stuff or obsessing over things they can't change. Take Alex, for example. After the breakup, he started practicing gratitude by journaling a few things he was thankful for each day. This simple habit helped him shift his focus from what he lost to what he still had, like supportive friends and new opportunities in the city. Plus, when Alex stopped seeking external validation and started valuing his own opinion, his self-confidence skyrocketed. Experts in psychology also back up these benefits. They say that by embracing a Stoic mindset, you're more likely to develop a healthier relationship with your emotions. Instead of being overwhelmed by them, you learn to acknowledge and process them in a constructive way. So, while Alex might still feel a twinge of sadness when he thinks about his ex, he doesn't let it control him. Instead, he channels that energy into personal growth. In essence, Stoicism isn't about suppressing your feelings or pretending everything's fine when it's not. It's about building mental fortitude, just like a superhero developing their powers. And who doesn't want to feel like a superhero in their own life? Alright, so let's dive into some of the challenges and misconceptions about Stoicism that Alex might face on his journey. Imagine thinking of Stoicism like a superhero power. Pretty cool, right? But like all superpowers, it can be misunderstood. Some people think being Stoic means having zero emotions like a robot. But that's not it at all. Stoicism is actually about understanding your emotions and learning to handle them better. It's like leveling up in a video game where you gain more control over how you react to things. Now, Alex might initially find it tough to let go of seeking approval from others. You know how it feels when you post a new picture on Instagram and obsessively check for likes? Stoicism teaches that real happiness comes from within, not from how many hearts you get. But hey, it's easier said than done, right? Alex also discovers that some people think Stoicism is all about being serious and never having fun. But Alex learns that Stoicism is more about finding joy in the little things and being grateful for what you have. It's like appreciating your favorite band's new song just because it makes you happy, not because everyone else is raving about it. At first, Alex struggles with these ideas. It's like trying to learn to skateboard. You fall a few times before you get the hang of it. But with practice, Alex finds that these Stoic principles help him feel more grounded and less stressed about things he can't control, like when the subway is late or when it rains on a day he planned to hang out with friends. So while Stoicism might sound a bit intimidating at first, Alex learns that it's really about living a fuller and more peaceful life. And that's something we all could use, right? Alright, imagine this moment. Alex, our friend who's been through the emotional roller coaster of a breakup, is now standing tall with his newfound Stoic mindset. Picture him strolling down the vibrant streets of New York City, feeling a bit like Spider-Man after discovering his powers. He's no longer weighed down by the what-ifs and whys. Instead, he's focused on what he can control, his thoughts, his reactions, and his own growth. Suddenly, he bumps into his ex at a local cafe, the very place where they used to hang out. But here's the twist. Instead of feeling that gut-wrenching anxiety, Alex is calm, cool, and collected, like he's channeling his inner Dr. Strange. He greets her with genuine confidence, a smile that says, "Hey, I'm doing great, and I'm genuinely happy for you too." It's not arrogance, it's assurance. They chat, and she can't help but notice the positive change in him. No awkwardness, no resentment, just a sense of peace and maturity. This is the power of Stoicism in action. Alex's confidence isn't about impressing her, it's about being true to himself. And in that moment, his ex sees the new Alex, someone who's grown, someone who's learned to embrace life's challenges as opportunities for growth. It's a pivotal moment where Alex realizes that his worth isn't defined by someone else's perception. It's a game changer, not just for his relationship with his ex, but for how he views life. This encounter is a testament to the fact that embracing a Stoic mindset can really transform how you handle life's curveballs. Alright, so picture this. Alex has been on this incredible journey of self-discovery, thanks to Stoicism. He's been working on himself, focusing on what he can control, and letting go of what he can't. Now, he's about to have a conversation with his ex. Imagine walking into a room and seeing someone you once shared so much with. But instead of feeling anxious or upset, Alex walks in with a calm confidence. His ex can't help but notice something different about him. Alex is no longer the person who was caught up in emotions or seeking validation. He's centered and composed. As they talk, Alex's ex-partner starts to see the positive changes in him. His resilience, his newfound perspective, his calm demeanor. It's like watching an episode of your favorite show where the main character has a major glow-up moment, and you're left thinking, wow, they've really grown. This shift in dynamics is powerful. It's like when you see a character in a movie who's been through a tough time, but comes out stronger on the other side. Alex's ex-partner might start to feel a twinge of regret, thinking, did I make the right choice? It's not about making someone regret leaving you, but about showing how much you've grown and how you're thriving. In this moment, Alex realizes that the Stoic mindset isn't just about handling breakups. It's about transforming every part of your life. And that's the real win here. Alright, let's take a moment to reflect on how Alex's journey with Stoicism has done wonders beyond just his relationship. When Alex started embracing Stoic principles, he didn't just become better at handling breakups, he became better at life. Imagine Alex, once tangled in the chaos of emotions and heartbreak, now finding peace in the calmness of his thoughts. It's like that moment in a superhero movie where the hero finally understands their powers and starts using them for good. By focusing on what he could control, Alex learned to let go of needless worries. He became less anxious about things that used to stress him out, like grades or social media pressure. Instead, he started appreciating the little things, like a sunny day in Central Park or a good book on a rainy afternoon. This shift didn't go unnoticed. His friends saw the change and were drawn to his positive energy, like how everyone wants to be around Iron Man not just because of his suit, but because of his charisma and confidence. With this newfound perspective, Alex began thriving at school and even started a club to help others learn about Stoicism. So you see, the Stoic mindset isn't just about dealing with breakups. It's about building a life filled with resilience and gratitude. It's about becoming the best version of yourself and inspiring others along the way. And who knows, maybe one day you'll look back and realize that embracing Stoicism was your own superhero origin story. Alright, let's wrap this up with a quick recap. So we've been on this journey with Alex, right? We saw how he went from feeling all kinds of lost after a breakup to seriously leveling up his mindset with some Stoic wisdom. Remember, Stoicism is all about focusing on what you can control, letting go of the need for others' approval, and practicing gratitude. These aren't just fancy words from ancient dudes like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca. They're tools Alex used to transform himself. And you know what's cool? You can totally do this too. Imagine applying these principles in your life. Whether it's dealing with school stress, navigating friendships, or even figuring out what you want to do in the future. The Stoic mindset can give you that extra boost to handle whatever life throws your way, with calm and confidence. So why not give it a shot? Dive into Stoic teachings, experiment with these ideas, and see how they might just change your perspective. And hey, if you've tried Stoicism or are curious to start, drop a comment below. We'd love to hear your stories. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more tips on personal growth and mastering those tricky relationship dynamics. Until next time, keep growing and stay awesome.